can say that now because I have one video up. Today I'm going to be talking about my 6 tips on how to start in the fashion industry. People ask me this all the time. These are not just designer only tips. So if you're not going to be a designer, it's actually one of my tips. So let's get into it. Is actually the one that's specific for fashion designers. If you want to become a fashion designer, my biggest tip is learn how to sew now if you don't already. Get good at it because you're going to need to use it. You're not going to have seamstresses at first. You're going to want to be able to create your own samples and share your vision that way, as well as through social media. And so the best way to get good at sewing is just to practice a lot. You're going to have to sew a ton. My sewing a year ago, when I was not sewing nearly as much, I hadn't sewn in a few years, is terrible compared to now. Plus you're going to get quick at it. So it might be terrible at first. Keep on doing it. You will get better just like everything. Don't be disheartened if you don't love what you make at first. Make it again. How I learned from sewing was originally my mom taught me the basics, and then I learned the rest from books and YouTube. My grandma helped me a little bit too, but overall I mostly learned from books and YouTube. I did take a draping class with Moda How. I can put a link to them down below, and you have to apply for that. I think you still do, but that was good to learn how to drape. I actually have not yet finished my class, even though it started about 3 years ago. Got through the beginning basics. Oops. I do feel bad about that, but it is a very good course. It is taught by an ex-Dior seamstress, and so if you're looking to become serious, I would definitely recommend it. The reason why I didn't finish is because I got busy with work, and then I ended up moving, and since then I've been in college and such, and I haven't gotten back to it yet, but I swear I will eventually. Okay, so for my next tip is actually for those of you who don't think you're a born designer, or maybe you want to be a designer, but it just doesn't come naturally to you. Not everyone's a natural born designer. My designs, they pop to me usually when I'm sleeping, or just randomly I'll be sitting on the loo, just going through my phone like, oh my god, perfect. And so if you're not a natural born designer, there are so many other jobs in the fashion industry you can get into. Let's say maybe you don't come up with the ideas for clothes, but you're really good at pairing them. Stylist. Or you're really good at selecting them and knowing what people want to buy. Buyer. Or talking about clothes, trying to get us to buy them. You could be all sorts of different jobs, like a journalist and such, and still be in the fashion industry without being a designer. A lot of people see designer and they go straight for that because it's the one that's most out there. But trust me, there's lots of different areas to go to, and there's one for you, even if you're not a natural born designer. Or a lot of people start out in a different area and then become a designer if that's their ultimate goal. My next tip actually works for really any industry you might be looking to go into, but have a clear vision of what you want to bring to the industry. With me, I have a few clear set goals, which I'll go into in a different video, which are different from what other people are doing right now. So this is going to be your key point that will help you get jobs and launch your career, as well as if you're looking to launch a brand, it's what will separate you from other ones. There's a lot of brands out there, and a lot of them are doing the same stuff without not much new, and those ones aren't going to be able to launch. If you're doing something new, then it will. If you look back, Dior, he had the new look. Chanel, she had her new style of incorporating men's fabrics that were more traditional for men, and women weren't really wearing it all, and she brought those to the table. So overall, if you want to become a big designer, you're going to have something new, or in general your industry, know what you are bringing new to the table. Have a vision. So for my 4th tip, if you're just looking to go into fashion, you do not need a fashion school. I would recommend a good business school if you want to go to college. It is a very good idea to go to college. You will meet connections, and especially, again, a good business foundation. Especially if you want to start a brand like me. I'm a marketing major, as well as I'm going to take some in entrepreneurship. Next year, I am taking a few classes in Paris, specifically in luxury fashion, which I would recommend, but you don't have to go to fashion school. And especially, I have heard a lot of stories from people who did go to fashion school, and even a teacher at fashion school, and a lot of them don't teach you what you actually need or will use in the industry. Unless you need to go to technical school to become a specifically seamstress or pattern maker, going into a very detailed job like that where it's craftsmanship, then sure, go to technical school. You'll need to know how to make tech packs, grade, all of that. But if you're looking to just be a designer, it would be useful. However, you don't have to go to fashion school, and personally, I would recommend going to business school, because if you have a natural artistic talent, you can learn the rest through other ways, not university, which is likely going to be less expensive. The best way to learn fashion is through experience. Sorry, my camera just started falling. Just saw me shrink down. My 5th tip now, that is go to fashion events and meet everybody. I was lucky enough when I was little to start going to Fashion X Fashion Week, and I met people there. Specifically, Lynn Frank was so amazing, and he introduced me to everybody around and still does. And so even if you know a person like that, talk to people on either side of you when you sit down at a runway show, or if you're having a dinner of some sort of event. Just talk to everybody, introduce yourself. You're gonna have to get yourself out there, and these are where you're gonna meet the people that help you build your brand and form a relationship, not just a contact. You're not looking for a business card. You're looking to actually meet the person, talk to them, follow them on social media, and get to know them. Form a relationship so you guys can be mutually beneficial. What's beneficial? Beneficial. So you guys can be mutually. Back to it. Fashion events. They're so much fun. Definitely go post-pandemic, go to them, as well as a lot of virtual events right now you can try to attend. I need to get better at that. But in general, try and meet everybody and make a real good connection. My last tip is your social media is your greatest profile, because it can reach so many people without you even sending it to them. That's actually how I got my Paris fashion show, is they found me through social media. And you're not gonna have the best posts at first if you're just starting, but start, just like my friend told me before, start posting. You're gonna get better. Try and do it every day. Consistency is what grows you followers more than anything, especially on Instagram. You can also use all of their features and they'll give you more, I don't know, whatever they call it, points. They give you better for the formula if you use all of their features. So I try and post almost every day. I might miss 2 days a week. I've been bad about it lately because I'm so busy. But when I was first growing, for the first like 6 months, I posted every day for basically the first 6 months, and that's what really grew me the most. Then eventually you can start reaching out to influencers. Always be nice. When you're a small brand, they will sometimes be understanding of if you can't pay them, or they might reach out to you eventually. I've had a lot of influencers find my account and reach out to me for free product. So just in general, be nice and be understanding, and do something that you already, someone with your same style and vibe that you've always followed. If you're looking for an influencer, don't be just following them now because they have a lot of followers, and go for anybody. Go for someone you feel like you have a connection with, or have the same style of and think you could work well together. Also, don't pressure them, because as someone who gets a lot of requests for free artistic work, then I understand that does not feel nice to have people ask for free stuff. And a lot of influencers are used to being paid for posting, so you've got to understand that they might not be able to post for free. But in general, people will find you through your social media, and that's going to be your greatest portfolio point to share your style, which I would also recommend. Stick to one style or a theme in a way. You don't have to have an overly themed profile that looks all the same, but definitely have someone be able to tell what your style is by looking at your account, and stick to it throughout your posts. So I stick to very classy stuff, so I'm not going to post like at a rager in college or something, just sitting there outside a sorority fraternity, because that's not my style. I also don't go to those. But in general, stick to your style, and if you need to, create a separate business page and put your personal and private. Okay, I get asked all the time for tips, and I hope that helped you. If you have any questions, please feel free to DM me on Instagram or comment down below. I respond to all my comments on here so far, unless it's something weird, then I'll delete it. And have a beautiful day or night. I told you, if you are up past midnight right now, go to sleep. You have stuff to do tomorrow. Just relax, because I know where you are. Okay, well, please follow me on Instagram and like this video if you lasted this far, because then please just leave a like. It'll help me so much with growing. And subscribe if you want more videos. I'm trying to post every Wednesday now. Okay, big hugs and video. Au revoir. I thought I might show you my outfit real quick for this video, because I am actually releasing this top style soon. As you can see, it's got these beautiful straps that go down to the back, and I love this. It's so comfortable just to wear around your house casually or go out. The straps will be removable too. They have little hooks inside of here, so you can just unlatch them and wear them without. I like to wear it with a sweater. Here's the back. Let me get out of the light. There's the back of it. It's there. And yeah, I love this one so much. Have a beautiful day.